Hello, welcome to another video, which today I'm talking about endings. I want to talk about endings because it's something, as humans, we, fixate on, endings, having, probably a good ending, like, one, we don't want things to end, but when there is an ending, we want things to be, probably a good ending. And as I just want to, talk about, that. So, trying to head for a, happy ending is, well, hard because life is, never easy. And sometimes we might fixate too much on the ending rather than, the journey. Sometimes it's about, the journey, not the destination, as an old saying goes, and I feel like, that's pretty true. Not that you shouldn't be, looking forward to endings potentially of certain things, like endings can always be, potentially good. Just, it's again about balance. Got balance between the journey and the destination. I guess in life there's multiple destinations, so don't just always fixate on the end. Sometimes it's best to start at the beginning or in the middle, I guess. Always at the end. But yeah, people fixate on, endings potentially a bit too much. But another thing is sometimes we don't want things to end, but letting something never end can get, boring, and tedious and, repetitive. Letting whatever it is that was special, never end. All special things eventually become not special. Like, so many shows that, start off great end up going too long because it was, very popular, and ends up going too long and the ending kind of gets ruined. Like, eventually there's a point where things just need to end, stop, things have to end, because if they go too long, what made the thing special stops, being special. I mean, long running series are never gonna, stagnate and, falter because it just goes on for far too long, and there should be an end. And hi, Fine Games. I'm doing a thing, at the moment. Talk topic. I'll, respond in a sec. Yeah, I record these live for those watching later, as I've mentioned before. um, but yeah, if things go too long back on track, back on train, it can stagnate and get, bad. But also, sometimes endings come far too early. A special thing, is, you know, comes to an end too soon. And thanks for the raid. Special things end far too soon. Like, my example is, Rogers. It felt like, that could have lasted longer than it did. But if it lasted too long, maybe it would have inevitably become unspecial as well. But 6 months was hardly enough. Hardly enough. Too short of a time. So yeah. But yeah. Either way, endings are something that always exist. But ending never seems to come, or ending comes too short, or people fixate on endings. Life is filled with, destinations. We just got, balance between, goals and, in the moment stuff. Because fixating on a goal means you neglect the moment. And yeah. But either way, I guess endings are, there's a lot of endings. I guess infinite possibilities await. Anyway, you can decide. Now make a choice, Stanley. Either way, guess that'll be it for this topic episode. So yeah, peace, thank you, and goodbye till the next one.